So it looks like liberals are getting tired of the long-haired donkey, Justin the long-haired Macdaddy Trudeau. Liberal voters who voted for the long-haired donkey in 2015 are now getting sick of him, and this is according to a number of polls and news sites. Global has talked about this, and let me just read the headline from News 1130. It says, "It seems a large number of voters who cast their ballot for the Trudeau Liberals in 2015 are regretting their choice. More than 1,000 people took part in an online poll exclusive to Maclean's last week, and Mario Canseco with Insights West says 24% of people who say they voted Liberal in the last election now regret it. You have essentially 1 out of 4 voters for the Liberal Party having buyer's remorse, and it seems that most of them are in Quebec. Now, this could be for a number of reasons. It could be the broken promises. The long-haired donkey devil from hell said that he was going to have electoral reform. I personally didn't support his method of going about it, but nevertheless, a lot of people wanted it, and he broke that promise. He's also really shafted the native population. I mean, every single demographic in Canada, with the exception of refugees and illegal immigrants, and maybe you could say the Muslim population, those few, with the exception of them, Trudeau has completely just shafted the rest of the Canadian population. You have natives living with contaminated water, like in Somalia or something like that. I mean, everyone says Canada is whatever. I mean, natives are living with poisonous, contaminated, dirty water. And not one penny has been dished out to fix the problem, yet billions of dollars are going to other countries. Last year was $5 billion. This year, we're giving over $1 million to African and Middle Eastern countries to help with the food crisis over there. Yet the long-haired donkey has just cut the benefits for people suffering from diabetes and mental illness, the benefits that they've had for years in this country to help them with, getting better or getting a little bit of treatment. The donkey has completely just cut that off. He just cut that off. And I think Quebec, well, everybody likes to bash Quebec, but, I actually admire certain things about Quebec and the way they think. I mean, with all the things you want to say about Quebec, you gotta admit they love their province. They don't want to see women wearing blankets over their damn head and sheets over their face. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. You want to do that? Go to Afghanistan and do that. Don't do that in Quebec. And they said no. And Trudeau's trying to override them and take away their sovereign right to do what they're doing. And so Quebecers are saying, to hell with you. And most Ontarians and most Canadians actually support a ban of the burqa. Most Canadians. That's not the Iran nation saying this. This is fact. Look it up. Most Canadians do not want to see women with dirty blankets over their damn head. No, this isn't the laundromat. This is Canada. So Canadians are saying, no, this is not what we do in Canada. We like to see your face. It is a security risk. It's a health risk. We don't want to see it. It's also discriminatory towards women because the whole basis of putting these sheets on your head, I look at I always think to myself, are you a member of the Ku Klux Klan or something like that? These guys look like they're from the Ku Klux Klan with this thing on their head. But the reason they do this is because women in the Islamic culture are supposed to hide their beauty. You know, only their husbands are allowed to see them. And that's sexist. And even if you want to do it or not, if I saw a black person willingly picking cotton and willingly getting whipped and being called a damn Negro, I would not want to see that. You know, go somewhere else and do that crap. Women in Canada don't want to see that. And Trudeau is trying to override Quebec's right to say, no, don't wear this Ku Klux Klan looking sheet on your head. So they're upset with him for that. And not to mention $10 million going to Omar, the nasty ass Kader. 10 million. What did he do to earn $10 million? He blew up 2 soldiers. This guy with these horse teeth on his. I mean, this guy looks like. I mean, this guy looks crazy. I mean, I don't know. Apparently he lives in Edmonton somewhere. I don't know. I would not want to live in that Edmonton with this creepy Omar Khadr terrorist butcher living there. But those are many reasons why Trudeau is losing popularity. And then you got Jagmeet Singh, who seems to be white liberals' new Uncle Tom, coming up here. And all the Trudeau voters that voted for Trudeau are now going to Singh because he's the new kid on the block, and the white liberals see him as the new Uncle Tom. Just like Barack Hussein Obama was the Uncle Tom for the white liberals. He's gone. They dashed Hussein off, and now it's Jagmeet, this nappy beard Singh. I mean, and to be honest with you, if it was a choice between Jagmeet Singh and the long-haired donkey, I would choose Jagmeet Singh. They're both stupid, but I would sooner choose Jagmeet nappy beard Singh over Justin the long-haired donkey Trudeau. But Canadians are getting tired of the long-haired Macdaddy. That's a fact. But it's not. But Canadians have been tired of the long-haired donkey for a long time. It's liberals in Canada who are getting tired of this long-haired donkey devil. Trudeau's main supporters, liberals, many of them are regretting voting for him. Many of them are regretting voting for him because they see the sense. And I'm not bashing Trudeau because he's a liberal. Look, there have been many great liberal prime ministers. I'll just say it right now: Wilfrid Laurier. To a certain extent, Mackenzie King. I'll even say, even to a certain extent, Jean Chrétien. I mean, everyone want to bash Jean Chrétien. He did a lot of good things for the economy. He raised taxes and everything, but he wasn't a complete failure. Don't tell me that he was a complete failure. And there have been many progressive conservative politicians who have been complete disasters. Look at Kim Campbell. She was a complete fool. Even though she was there for a few months, the few months she was there, she was a complete disaster. She was a fool. Nobody wanted to vote for her. She got 2 seats. So, it's not a political thing, but the long-haired donkey, who in their right mind would want to vote for Justin the long-haired Macdaddy donkey Trudeau? Nobody in their right mind. And people are waking up, which is good. But don't start bitching and moaning now, Canadians. You voted for him. You made your bed, now you got to sleep in it for the next few years. And people warned you. Look, you had the richest middle class. You had balanced budgets, job growth. Harper was respected far and wide. I don't care what. Don't tell me he was no damn fool because the long-haired Macdaddy comes up in here, says he wants to legalize marijuana, because you know damn well you were kissing Harper's ass before the long-haired Macdaddy showed up. He was up in the polls. They were ready to elect Harper forever. So don't give me that crap about he was no damn fool when you were kissing his ass before the long-haired Macdaddy said he was going to give you pot. Don't give me that crap. Not saying Harper was perfect, but he was certainly a better choice than the long-haired donkey. Better late than never to wake up, but don't start complaining now. You get what you deserve. You had the Iranian nation warning you. You had everybody warning you. You didn't want to listen to the Iranian nation. You thought I was a damn fool for supporting Harper. You get what you deserve. Now in 2019, you have the opportunity to try again and smarten up. And Canadians have a bad habit of forgetting forgetting things. Look how many times they elected Doug McGuinty and they re-elected Kathleen Wynne. You have a bad habit of forgetting things. So, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, this is victory, because we still got a long way to go, We'll see what happens.